So there was like this one time when I was dancing for a club. It was like months and months ago, right? And so I was using this avatar right now that I'm using in that club because it's like my favorite Abby. And I was dancing on two guys. They were like best friends. I can tell from like the way they were talking to each other and stuff. And like while I was dancing, one of them was like barking, like actually barking like a dog. It was the fucking funniest thing. I don't know why they were, but then one guy was like, "Dude, you need to calm down." And he's like, "No way!" Like, you know, that kind of thing. And then like the other guy just starts barking as well, like the whole freaking time. It was absolutely hilarious. I loved it. Right? And then like there was another moment, like it was a different person, but they noticed that I had like a whip, and like my whip can actually like come out and like make noises and stuff, right? So when I was like just dancing, they're like, "Oh, don't bring out that whip, please. I'm black." And I'm like, no, I would never. Just fucking broke my composure completely, and I'm like, "I'm just a small Canadian girl. No, please, like, no." That kind of thing. I'm like, okay, good to know, but at the same time, like, goddamn, right? Oh my god. There was also this other really, really funny time where I have a friend. He only uses like Halo Spartan variant of avatars, right? And he has like a personal one, like that he like has a nut button, like you press it, it's like the that was easy button, but it says nut on it. And like so every single time I would try and dance on him at one club, he would always like tell me a joke or a pun or something to like break my composure and try and get me to laugh. And he did it 3 times in a row. So what I did is I switched to this Spartan avatar that had like furry ears and oh, I died. No, my drink. I need my drink. I need it. Like, so yeah, I switched to that avatar and oh my god, I'm dying every freaking second. There we go. Where's my drink? Bitch, give me my drink. God damn. But yeah, like I just switched to like a furry Spartan and I just danced on him instead. Like that, because like why not? It was the fucking funniest thing. Yeah, we had this guest, right? We're like, we always make sure that people are like safe and stuff when it comes to clubs, right? And like age verification and you know all that stuff. IDs are checked at the door, all that fun stuff. And we make sure we have like a rule where it's like don't be drunk, like always have water with you. But there was a person that was just not following the rules. Like he drank way too much that night and he got up on stage. And I wasn't like there. I was backstage at the time, but you can hear the dancer literally start to panic in the Discord call that we were all like using to like keep everything going nice and smooth. And then they came back and they were crying and it was absolutely awful. Like they were in an absolute state because this guest decided to, while they were dancing, try and perform virtual sexual acts on them, like while they were like dancing on them. So like they were just like not respecting like the dancers' boundaries or anything. Like when you're a guest and you're getting danced on, you're brought up on stage, you're supposed to just sit there, right? You're not even supposed to move, like you're not allowed to touch, you know, all that kind of stuff, right? Otherwise you get kicked out. But this guest was just like not respecting that at all. And basically, I don't know if they're still on LOA or not, because this happened like right after Christmas, and I haven't been back because I've been on LOA as well for a little while, right? But I really hope that they're okay and like shit like that. But like that was the first and only time I've ever actually like that before. What other stories? Oh, I can like tell you the last time I was actually in a public black cat instance, and I'm barely in those. Like I avoid the black cat so much, especially like during certain times of day when there's kids, because I don't want to be around kids. I really, really hate the black cat because it's just like it got so old. Like people are still like doing racial slurs, people are still like being homophobic and transphobic and shit like that, and like like as soon as they see, like I usually have like this profile picture on my thing, unless I'm going to, like a dance event, right? Then I switch out. But like as soon as they see my picture, it's like this like that's actually me, right? So so they're like, oh wow, Goth girl, I gotta be near the Goth girl, like girl. Blah, 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 is that really you? You know, that kind of stuff, right? Like, I had a guy follow me around in the Black Cat last time I was there. Like, he was like, excuse me, ma'am, excuse me. I am of the homeboy variety, wishing to find a goth babe. I see you are the goth babe. I would very much appreciate it if I can eat a Taco Bell chicken chalupa off of your titties. And I was just like straight up, just like, what? And well, I was like very speechless, but I'm like, if you can make it 2, we'll have a deal, you know, just going with it. And he was like, oh no, sorry, I can only afford 1. And I'm like, oh no, it's 2 or nothing. He's like, ah, shit. Okay, I can also tell you the story about the first week I got my headset. Right, and I like never been on Vrchat, and like I didn't know the culture, right, and stuff like that. Like I had a standalone quest, right? And I'm like hooked up to a piece. Yeah, you met me in my first week, right? And I went to the Just Be Club, like the first one before the second one came out. I went in there and I was just like exploring around. I'm like, oh, this is so cool! It's like an actual working hotel. It's got little bits and bobs and stuff. This is fantastic. I love it. And then I go up into, like, the penthouse suite area where it's, like, all the private rooms and stuff. And, of course, I didn't know the culture of the Just Be Club. So I walk into a room, and I'm just, like, into like, one of the bedrooms. And I'm like, oh, this is so cool. The showers work. All this stuff works. And, like, I'm like, oh, wow, the door's locked, too, right? And, like, just as soon as I was about to lock the door, someone just pops in. Mm-hmm. Right, he just pops right in, and he's like, how you doing, baby girl, you know, that kind of stuff. I'm like, hi, and he's like, hi, so how do you want to do this? And I'm like, do what? And he's like, do you know what, you're not here to ERP? And I'm like, what's ERP? And he's like, oh my god. Oh, I'm sorry, it's where we, virtually, and I'm like, what? He's like, yeah, and I'm like, no, I'm just here to explore, I've never been here before. And he's like, oh, shit, sorry, and he dips so fast. He dips so fast. But yeah, I kept that locked. I kept that absolutely locked. That was like my first week.